Throughout my childhood in the Ozarks, youth livestock shows were speckled throughout the summer months. Communities and local organizations would host the evening, family-friendly events, and I think I went to one nearly every single weekend. Today, those little shows are few and far between. However, counties are bringing back the youth fair.
Kind of interesting, in 2001, Lawrence County didn't have a youth fair. And a group of people, teachers, got together and we started it back up in 2002, and it's grew into what it is today. Last night was our poultry show. We also had goats, dairy and meat, and rabbits as well. We also had a dog show. Tonight is swine, sheep, and dairy. And then tomorrow is beef cattle, hams, and we'll have our premium sale, which happens in the evening, where Lawrence County kids that showed market animals can bring those, and they are bought by businesses and dads and moms and grandmas from around the county that want to give back to those kids for all the hard work that they've put into their projects.
Seeing the excitement in the eyes of young people exhibiting the projects they have worked on all summer is priceless. I remember walking into the ring the first time at just 3 years old. Too young to have a clue what I was doing, but man, was I quickly hooked. These kids are learning life skills and having fun.
One of the great things about showing livestock is we start kids at 8 years old in 4-H, and in some of our smaller projects, we have clover kids, which are kids that are younger than 8 years old, showing rabbits and chickens and some of those smaller projects. But we start with 8-year-olds, and if they get into it, they can do it all the way until they're 21. And it is such a good thing to see them start as a timid young kid and to gain the experience and all the things that they learn. And when they become seniors and in their college years, hey, these are really good stockmen that we have that really know how to take care of livestock.
This year will be my 3rd year. I started whenever I was 9, and I've been showing ever since then. Well, my family's always showed swine. I mean, my dad and my brother and my sister have always done it. And I've always looked up to them, and I've always wanted to show too.
So my dad in high school used to show goats, and for years I've been trying to get him to let me, and this was the first time he actually said yes. And mostly just because I've been starting driving and just more independent, so he just allowed me to do it. He's been a big influence. Like, he's just the reason I'm in agriculture, why I'm in FFA. Like, there's no way I would have been in FFA if it wasn't because of him. He just taught me everything I know.
Well, me and my dad had been doing some research on what animals to show because I just joined 4-H, and we kept coming back and looking at pigs. We just thought that would be a good animal to show. It's just been an adventure with both of us. We just started from nothing and learned our way up to how to show and get good pigs and genetics and everything. We kind of just both taught ourselves along the years.
It's truly a family affair. Youth watch older siblings, cousins, or friends, or they start from scratch alongside a parent, grandparents, or mentor.
Well, the first thing you do is you unload your pig and you put them in their pen. And then whenever you actually start showing, the first thing you do is you have to walk into the ring, and you just need to try to control your pig the best you can.
So once you get here, you of course have to get your animal in here and just make sure their like enclosure is where it needs to be and all set up, and then you have to check in and weigh them and make sure everything's all right, and then you of course show them, and then you just want to make sure the animal's comfortable and not in any discomfort.
These kids have prepped for months, but the work doesn't stop the day of the show. It's game time.
To prepare for the show, it's been months of preparing actually. From building pens to improving our setup and buying show supplies and feeding them. Well, we start off our pigs really young. We get them home. First day, we start them in a little hog pen. A couple hog panels around, and we just get them out there and walk them.
It was something because I was in way over my head. My dad tried to help me, but he's showed goats, which is pretty different, and I just kind of learned it on myself. Didn't really research or anything, I just kind of went for it, and it's going all right. I mean, he's doing a lot better than I expected, so.
You can tell it's about more than a blue ribbon for these kids. Winning is nice, but they simply take pride in their accomplishments. And man, are those smiles contagious.
I think I love just watching him improve. Like, say just tying him up and then getting him actually comfortable where I can stand next to him and not freaking out, like, it made me so happy. Like, it was just great experience seeing him progress and just seeing that he's understanding what I'm trying to teach him.
My favorite part would probably be the day of the fair. The excitement of finally being able to do all that hard work and getting able to see your results finally come out and get the ribbons and win sometimes. You know, you just see your final product come out, all your hard work you've been doing.
Probably definitely just the experience of getting to know how to do this and having fun at it.
But we feel like it's important to get back to things that America does well, and county fairs is one of those. And so we're proud to get that going, and we're excited to have this, and we think we've taken the steps necessary to keep everyone healthy.
This summer, the list of cancellations stretches much further than our calendar of events. The decisions to host, postpone, or cancel an event aren't taken lightly.
So the process to decide whether to hold the Lawrence County Fair was one that we took seriously. We worked with the Lawrence County Health Department to determine what are the recommendations in the time period in which the fair happened, what's going on currently, and what did we need to do. But we're excited to do it, and we think it's a great thing to have a place for kids to show, and we just didn't know if this would be the only fair they get to go to this summer. I must give credit to our county fair board. We meet starting in January monthly, and we met in March and we said, hey, what are we going to do? And so we decided just to wait and see what happened with the regulations. So I know from my own experience, my own children, we have projects at home that we've spent a lot of money on, and we've been working with not just the week of the fair, but for months prior. And I know the feeling that is to work on something that long and then not have the ability to exhibit it. And we wanted to give those kids the opportunity, a safe way to get to exhibit their projects.
No doubt, the youth in Lawrence County are grateful, thanking those who made it possible and checking off all those lessons learned.
Well, whenever the whole coronavirus thing happened, I didn't think this was going to happen at all, and it kind of made me really sad because I'd already put some effort into it, and this was actually my one time I'd get to do it, and who knows, maybe next year my dad wouldn't let me. So it really kind of made me upset, but once I found out it was happening, I was overjoyed. Like, I could actually experience something that I'd always wanted to do, and it's just kind of like a community here, and you can just understand and talk to each other and learn different things.
It's amazing to see that my personal county fair is still going.
It means that I just can't say enough about it. They care about the kids so much, and they just take care of us and want us to have fun every single day.
Well, I believe that showing livestock is one of the greatest things a kid can do. It teaches them responsibility, how to care for something besides themselves. And it teaches them that not everybody's a winner. And you learn as much from losing as you do from winning. And while winning's a lot of fun, and that's what we strive to do, we've all been on the other side where we were last in class. And I believe that it gives you that motivation to strive to get better the next year. And without the fairs this summer, you lose a whole year of that motivation and going to the barn and putting in those extra time and chores. And these are kids that, you know, when everybody else is home playing video games, they're out doing their chores twice a day and taking care of those animals in the barn and doing those things that they need to be prepared so that they can be competitive at a livestock show.